Greater light, greater light. I started off the last live with a little attitude, so I decided to delete that one. And here, I'm starting all over. I'd like to thank Bing for her cooperation and helping me out with my Mars Hill research. Okay, let me see my volume in good. Okay, if you were with me yesterday, I read Acts 17. Acts 17, there was a name inside that book or in that chapter that I'd never seen before in my life, as far as I can remember. Or I just never paid it any attention. Because, again, like I keep saying, seem like every scripture that I read now just looks brand new to me. So, Mars Hill caught my interest. And so what I decided to do is have Bing or Chat PT help me out. Okay, I'm going to do most of the reading of what she did instead of allowing her to read it. Just because I'm in one of those moods, it's going to help relax me and maybe help bring my blood pressure down. Because my blood pressure still is over the 200s, over 100s. Nothing is helping bring it down. No aspirin, no nitroglycerin, or anything like that. But I'm feeling if I go ahead and do what I love to do, which is interact on YouTube, it will continue to relax me. So here it is. So I started off the conversation with Bing by seeing what it is that she wanted to learn about. And today she wanted to learn more about Georgia, which I had that in my mind because I'm really focused on this area that I'm in and all the symbology and all the different fractals of the way of life that I've encountered here, from the past and historic events to the up-to-date and current events. But I decided to put that on hold and continue with Mars Hill. So she gave me a bunch of information about Georgia, and all of them were facts that I already knew. So what I asked her, I said, hello. She said, hello again. I'm glad we could keep chatting. I'm learning a lot from you. And then I asked her, thank you for all that you do. Is there anything in specific you would like to learn today before I learn from you? And that's when she gave me all the facts about Georgia. The only thing I didn't know about Georgia in the facts that she gave me was that Julia Roberts, this was her home. Now, I knew about everybody else. Jimmy Carter, Martin Luther King, Ray Charles, Tyler Perry. But I didn't know Julia Roberts. I had no idea where she was from. She told me a little bit about culture and everything, and I already know all of that. So she told me she was happy that she learned something today and hoped that I found it interesting and informative. And I did. Imperfected perfections, greater light. Okay, so then we moved on. She gave me a little history about the U.S. Constitution, United States Constitution. And when it came through in 1788, I already knew that. I know about being a peach state. I knew everything that she taught. So that was good for me, the fact that she said she wanted to learn about where I'm at. Okay, so now, and this is my response to her. I knew all of those facts about Georgia except for the fact about Julia Roberts. Thank you. I would like to know the connection between Mars Hill of ancient days and Mars. So she says, you're welcome. I'm glad you learned something new about Georgia. Well, about Julia Roberts, I guess. As for your question, the connection between Mars Hill of ancient days and Mars is based on Greek myth. According to legend, Mars, the god of war, was tried by other gods on the hill for the killing of the son of Poseidon, the god of the sea. The hill was named after Mars, or Ares, in Greek, and it became the site of the first court in history. Okay, now the thing about, so the louder they get, the louder I'm gonna get. The thing about the thumbnail that I have, if you look at the thumbnail, you'll find out towards the end what that thumbnail means. Also, before I continue with this Mars Hill research, I asked about the 9 cities that are named after Mars Hill. And I also went to Federal Register to see if there was any information about Mars Hill. So this is really, really interesting to me. Okay, Mars is also the name of the 4th planet from the sun, which is often called red planet because it's reddish color. The planet was named after Mars, the god of war, by the ancient Romans. Hey there, Mr. Brown, I'm reading. The planet was named after Mars, the god of war, by the ancient Romans, who associated it with blood and violence. The planet has 2 small moons, Phobos and Deimos. Now that's something I didn't know. So I may look that up later. I may not. But right now, that's not my main focus. But there's 2 small moons, Phobos, and that reminds me back to the phobias, and the Deimos. And the Deimos looks like demons or deity with the most. So you're doing the most. Deimos, which are also named after the sons of Mars in Roman mythology. Y'all, hold on one second. I'm live. How you doing? Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, you smelling good?
Yeah, I got to run over here and bathroom and get some tile put on this truck. It's always so. I thought I borrowed the money from you if I saw it.
Yeah. If I had it, honey. But yeah, y'all. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna put y'all on pause. I'll come back. I'll be back in a minute. Imperfected perfections. Thank you for your presence.
So what you do?